Today's patio chat is being brought to you locally by Westridge Furniture in Delphus. See it all at your finer outdoor furniture store.
Well, life in America, 1875 to the 1900s. You can go back in history and in time, and the perfect place to do that is at the Allen County Museum, of course. And this is an event coming up on the 15th and 16th. To tell us more about it, to my immediate left, we have Sarah Rish, and of course, she's curator of education. And to her left, we have Amy Klassen, the director of the museum. And thanks for coming today, ladies.
Thanks, Holly.
Okay, so Amy, this is one of those neat events that you guys plan that you just welcome the public into the museum, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So, the museum is fortunate because ultimately we have so many opportunities to offer free events, and of course, just coming into the museum's free. So this is a great opportunity for the general public to come in, see what the museum is about if they haven't been there for a while, but also have some great activities that the education department and Sarah have put together. So it's 2 days full of events.
Right, yeah. And Sarah, you have done an excellent job about all kinds of things. I mean, it's a full agenda for these days that you've got going on.
That's right. What we hope is that when you walk through the doors, you're actually going back in time, and so that you really get a good feel for what life would have been like at the end of the 19th century.
Mm-hmm. So what would life be like? What are some of the stations or like areas that you have to highlight it?
One thing we're highlighting is music from the time period. So we have some members from the Lima Area Concert Band. Of course, they'll be playing some Sousa music. Mm-hmm. And Charles Chevron will be playing the piano. And we have a guitar player on Friday. And they'll all be playing music that was composed during that time period. Mm-hmm. And some of the costuming that you'll see represents the time period. Some of the presidents were serving during that time period. And then we'll have Lucy Webb Hayes will be there, and there'll be some other characters that you'll meet throughout the museum.
Now, when you talk about characters, the volunteers will stay in character for that person, right? So it's like you're talking to that person? Is that how it goes, or what?
Hopefully most of the time, yes.
I think that'd be a hard job, by the way.
Unless people would ask some questions that they would have to go out of character.
Right, yeah, exactly. Wow, exciting stuff. So, as you mentioned, it's Friday and Saturday, 1 to 4, and just like stop in during that time period because there's so many things to do. Other things too, besides meeting the characters, enjoying music. I mean, bring the kids too, right?
Oh, right. There'll be period games for the kids. There'll be crafts that they can do. There'll be croquet out in front of the log house. And the McDonald house will be free during that time period. So.
All right. So just everywhere you look, it'll be like focusing on that time period. What about food? I mean, what were people doing and eating back then? Were you addressed that or not?
They'll be learning about that in my general store, which I'm converting to a grocery store from the time period. So if you like Tootsie Rolls, they were invented in that time period.
Perfect. I love Tootsie Rolls, yeah.
And a lot of other foods, too. Kellogg's Corn Flakes, Post Grape Nuts.
Oh, wow.
So you don't realize
sometimes.
Yeah, you just don't realize how long things have been around.
And even things like, bikes and churning butter and all kinds of things. I mean, you kind of tried to figure about all different areas of life back then to give people a taste of it, right?
Sure, and we wanted to make sure that it would be fun for all ages, not just kids, but even adults that kids are grown, they should still enjoy it.
Right, yeah, exactly. All right, so the 15th and 16th, 1 to 4 o'clock at the Allen County Museum. Of course, donations are accepted, but it is a free event if people want to just come and enjoy and learn more about history. Exciting stuff. Thank you very much, Sarah.
Thank you.
Amy, for joining us today and telling us all about it.
Thank you.
All right, don't go away. We'll take a look at the weather forecast next.